Back now with the 3-year-olds, man. I was super, super impressed with the way Arrowhead Hanover schooled the other day. I was impressed with the way he trained down, the way Amy handled him. But the other day, he just was a different horse. He felt very, very, very good. And I am super excited about Tuesday and beyond for Arrowhead Hanover. He'll be qualifying Tuesday at the Meadows. Lily, I floated the idea of maybe bringing her over there and going with her too, but she's going to need the extra 2 days. She did come off her feet a little bit, did have a little mucus in her nose. So Tuesday to Thursday, that 2 days is a big deal, and I think it's exactly what Aunt Lily needs. And how razor sharp is she going to be Thursday? I'd be guarded. She's been training great up until today. I'd be a little guarded about after that second qualifier. We'll probably need another qualifier with her, and at that point, I want to see what she can do. Blue Ventura is in where he can do some damage this week. I'm excited about him. Cadeau also should do good. I know he made a break on Tyler last week, and a couple of people are like, oh, if he's going to make breaks and he can't do it, we should get rid of him. Just go easy there, monsters. I know I've been, trying to get everybody to be aggressive about moving our horses I can't do, but Cadeau can do right now. Right? He was one of the favorites. He could have done the other day. He will be able to do in the condition claim or numbers to do. Do I think he's a stake horse? No, he's not a stake horse. He might be a Buckeye horse, maybe. He's got to come forward in a big way. But he's going to be a useful overnight horse. And, I had some trepidation when I saw the draw come out. And I'm like, oh, they get in together. Yeah, I had some trepidation. But at the same time, Tyler's a good kid. He's got a good set of hands. He might have made a mistake the other day. Maybe he didn't. Maybe Cadeau just needed some vet work done. Either way, hopefully we get a better race on Wednesday. Captain Incredible was very, very good in training on Friday. More importantly, he jogged great this morning before the rain came, which leads me to believe that he's feeling very, very good. So he's looking at another real stiff mile next weekend, probably a slow mile on Tuesday, a much stiffer mile on Friday. And soon we'll be schooling him. He'll be ready to go very soon, I suspect. Just thinking of what I can do. We could go 2 slower miles. I could come back Friday with 1.5 miles and maybe 15. And then I could take him. No, I'm not going to the Meadows to qualify the following week. It's this week. He's close. Century Legion is in Wednesday, in with Cadeau. This will be it for Century Legion. He made a break training the other day, but I don't think he's as effective. And I know exactly what happened with training. I'm not worried about him making a break, I don't think. We will have Dr. Latessa look real quick at him on Tuesday, but if he makes a break, he will likely be leaving us on or about post time or thereafter on Wednesday night. Chicago Hall schooled yesterday in 2 minutes. James said it was very, very good. 2 qualifiers coming up for him. Country Dancing qualified okay twice, raced really good her first start at Mohawk, took her to the Meadows. She was disastrous her first start, but I think it was a summer track and just all her winter cork on just played against her. It was a bad idea to race her like that. I should have known better. And then her next start broke a hobble. But, as I'd said to Tim and to Dominic, I think it's best we just return to the scene of the crime. Let her go back over to Ontario and get some more experience. That series looks tough enough, and the one behind it looks like it's going to be stiff enough also. Baby steps. Reset. Back to Mohawk. So that's where Country Dancing is going. How did I find Dancing by Myself again? Did I not just talk about Dancing by Myself? No, I didn't. I talked about Century Legion. They're both in the same boat. They have one more run in them, and I don't mean run. I mean one more race in them. And then if it doesn't work out well this week, that will likely be it for both of them. Fire and Shine. Fire and Shine is in tonight. Coming off just a quick little touch of the virus a little bit. Her back legs blew up middle of the week. She trained well. She seemed good. She's eating good. So I expect and hope she's over. Is there gonna be a tiny bit of a negative effect for tonight from that? Geez, there might be. I mean, if I'm sick, I don't go right back to 100% when I'm feeling better the first couple of days. But drew the outside. We were gonna put close her up a little bit and train her up tight. I think we need to just take a step back. She got the 7-hole, leave the open bridle on her. I'm going to duck her tonight, see if we can't get a race light, and we'll look for next week to do some damage with her. Now, she may very well win tonight, but it'll have to be from off the pace. Foxy Seaside, few weeks off for her, then she'll be back at it. Plan is to race her once or twice, never ready to go for the Sire Stakes or Buckeye in Ohio. Either one, fine either way. What do we got next? Freedom Hill is in tonight. She too had a touch of the virus, so we'll see how she races tonight in Ohio. I'm sure she'll muscle through it. Gaslight Hall, I told you guys we've been galloping him. I say we gallop him. He was supposed to gallop today. Oh no, I did run him Friday. I'm sorry. He'll come back Tuesday, go back Friday. If I see him progressively get stronger, like it wasn't that he was weak. I went a mile and 2.3, 2.5 with him on the gallop, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. When he can do that and really kind of run forward and feel really strong, at that point I believe he's ready to maybe go in the bike and go a mile and 2.6, and then we'll go from there. He'll tell us when he's ready to do that. When I sit behind him, and I was the one running him the other day, when I feel that he feels much stronger, more confident, more comfortable on the track, then his next training mile will likely be in the race bike. Gorgeous Package has been awesome. She trained so good the other day. I am really excited to see what Gorgeous Package can do next week when she races. Grand Old Chap still coming. He's another one quietly approaching the wrong place. You know, he's consistently every week he's at that fork in the road, and every week he's going to have to make a choice, which direction, which path he wants to take, and he doesn't want to wander too far down the wrong path. I thought he was really training well for a while, and then the other day I thought he was a little flatter than I'd like to see him. Not flat. He just had some bad habits. He was throwing his head, made a couple of breaks. You know, this week I'm probably going to work him real hard, and he's going to have to get his job done. So we'll see where that leads this week. For right now, the speed is there. He's got some heavy lifting ahead of him the next week or so. Grand Slam Dio has been awesome. She qualified good. She schooled awesome the other day. She's been training good. I really like what I see from Grand Slam Dio. Gymboree was awesome. James had some very flattering things to say about Gymboree, and I can't wait to see how she does moving forward. I'm a Trucker. Oh, I'm a Trucker's gone. You sold I'm a Trucker. You are off the list. Manhattan Money. He qualified adequate the other day. 2-1. Did he look flashy? No. But it's hard to say, you know, what happens when you have a horse like Quebec Hanover win by 1 billion lengths and everybody else is just present in behind him. I don't really know what to think about that mile. I asked James point blank, can he do? He said, is he fit a maiden? I said, nope. Now where's the 2? He said, it'll be tough. He said, but I think he can get there. He's going to get better. He's going to get stronger. Okay. No problem at all. Melisandre. I'm 8-hole. I don't care. Here's the thing about Melisandre. The reason I don't care about the 8-hole is because it's a maiden, and a lot of people are going to be babying their horse off the gate. Melisandre, just put her nose right on the gate. She just follows it perfectly. Not very often you have 0 worries about a horse behind the gate, but with Melisandre, doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I'm probably just going to look left and drop her in whatever hole I want coming off the gate. It won't be the front. 2, 3, 4, I don't care. Probably going to pop her over into the 2 or 3 hole, sit, and have her finish on the end of the mile. I'm eager to see. I haven't seen her ceiling yet. You know, we paid all this money for her. We thought she was such a good filly. She was just immature at 2. Now she's put it all together and she looks good. And there's that voice in me saying, oh, should we breed her? She's really well bred. That other voice saying, hey, give the filly a chance. You know, it's not very fair just to say, well, you know, because she's not going to trot in 55 her first start, that we should just move her or we should just breed her or whatnot. This filly is the type of filly she feels like she could get better and better and better. And where she starts and finishes, I don't know. I can tell you that she is the perfect horse to race. Put her nose in the gate, do whatever you want with her, and she finishes up pretty good after that. I like Melisandre, and I'm eager to race her. Memento Mori trained great the other day. 2-4 and a bit, 2-5 last quarter, and 27-4, 28. No hobbles on at Northfield Park. Getting very close to being ready to go. Mountaineer Prince. We found a couple of splints on him. Maybe we're being a little hard on him. We'll see. We're going to cryo those splints on Monday, and then he's going to do some work after that. But it is only fair that we give him enough time. We cryo those splints and give him enough time to recover and come forward. How's practice, bud? Good. Good. I saw some of your drills. You were doing good.
I looked away 1 minute. I looked back and you're not there. And I'm like, where'd he go?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you guys to start. I went to the bathroom. Never Lose Felix really let me down the other day. That wrapper does not go there. Never Lose Felix really let me down the other day. I just expected a lot more. I expected more this week. Now we're going to drop him down and put him in an easier class, but he really needs to come forward and do a little bit more work, that horse. He did disappoint me the other day. Down 0 volume. Oh, he'll know. James just lost her. He moved her into the first turn a little hard. Yeah, and she will do that. She's done it training. She's done it, I believe, officially, if on a race line somewhere. If you leave with her and she gets her head twisted going into the turn and you try to accelerate with her while she's like that, she will touch herself. She will make a break almost every time. Resolve Indeed schooled in 2-1. James said she was very good, so I'm eager to see how she qualifies next week. Rosa and AJ's in tonight. James picked off her. Jody picked off him. Jody picked him up. We'll see how he races tonight. Rosa and Alexander. I thought in the mile she looked good, and then kind of fizzled out on the end of the mile last night. So she's on her way back. Should be on her way back over to Ohio after this. It has been disappointing, the start with Rosa and Alexandra to 2025, but you know what? It's a long year. We'll see if we can get her back on track and moving forward, what she is and what she isn't after that. Rosetta, same type of thing. Very good filly, making waves, doing good things. How deep is she? I don't know. She's about to get out of the Nommers of 2, have to race in the Nommers of 3. I think she'll be fine, but we'll see. You know, here's the thing. Kentucky, New Jersey. You really have to be kind of an exceptional trotter to be competitive at either place. So if she's going to be that Nommers of 2 up to Nommers of 3, do we keep her for a very long time? Do we get to your point where we're like, she's in a little snug now, and we move her? I don't know. These are conversations that we'll have along the way. But everybody has their ceiling. So you show me a path forward. For any horse we have, we won't have a problem. Those paths start to narrow, get a little dim. We're not sure of which way we're going to go, what we're going to do, how the horse is going to respond. Then we're in trouble, right? Then we're having some troubles. So we'll see. I don't foresee any problems with Rosetta for a while, but we'll see how she progresses over the next little while. Speed of Sound is not ready to go yet, but is training now. I forgot to ask for an update on Speed of Sound. I know they started training her last week, so I suspect they've been in 25 or 30 with her. I'm hopeful and excited to see her upon her return. Westland Warrior did have a little excuse the other day. We still stuffed him in the Nommers of 2 claimer. His liver was quite high the other day, 83 on a scale of 0 to 36. We'll be able to get it down a little bit. It'll still be a little high when he races, but you know, the pulling up in the turn and looking for ways out, that's 2-year-old stuff. That's not 3-year-old stuff. So it's either a combination of ignorance and immaturity, or just an abundance of rudeness and ignorance. Either way, it's going to find you into a softer condition claimer type class. He should know better by now, and I expect much more to this horse as we move forward. Woodmere Betcha, Jamie Smith told me trained in 2:16 this morning and is getting closer to the races every week. He was happy with her, so I am happy with her. Those are all your 3-year-olds. I'll be back with the 2-year-olds. I'm going to finish those up on my way home with Ollie. For right now, you are all caught up in your 3- and 4-year-olds, aged horses. Be back in a second with your 2-year-olds.